Thank you, sir.
Okay, doctor.
Thank you, Kalyan sir.
So I will make you the host,
Hanisa
sir. I'm going
and
to
Dr.
make you the host.
Sapna Gupta, you did a wonderful job. After that, we are going to our English session. Today is our 1085th day of uninterrupted daily webinar of IFPS.
Sorry to disturb you, Dr. Halbert. I have made
Okay.
the host. Now you can monitor the program.
Pardon?
I have made you the host. Now I have transferred my host to you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, good.
Before starting our class, today our guest is Professor Dr. Kalyan Swarup. So let us have 1 minute silent prayer for him and for the others, those who are participating in our platform. Let us have 1 minute silent prayer. May God bless him with abundant blessings and knowledge and wisdom. Thank you all. Professor Dr. Kalyan Swarup took DMS from Calcutta, Professor Department of Practice of Medicine, Gaya Homeopathic Medical College, Gaya, Bihar. Lecture delivered Government Homeopathic Medical College, Faisalabad, UP. Government Homeopathic Medical College, Kanpur, UP. Author of many books. That is great. Disease of the nail. Bud of homeopathic philosophy. E.C. Metria Medica. More than that, is having 45 years of experience in homeopathy. We know that the diseases of the nail, it is very difficult thing for homeopathic doctors. I think that, Doctor, you are welcome for our platform. Your vast experience and your teaching experience all will help us to gather knowledge from you and share your wisdom, sir. You are most welcome. Now, for the 45 minutes will be your class, and after that, there will be our discussions. So, do it. You are welcome, sir. You can start now. You can unmute yourself and you can. Yeah, good. Unmute, sir. Please unmute, sir.
Hello,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Ole, I am audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
I said, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. Welcome to all homeopaths and all members of IFPH. Many, many thanks to Dr. Dhanesh ji for giving the chance to speak on this platform. This is a very good platform for all the homeopaths. Before starting my lecture, I pray to all my best teachers of Calcutta Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital, Calcutta, Dr. B.K. Bose, Dr. S.K. Dubey, Dr. Mahendra Singh, Dr. P.C. Pal, and Dr. Shanti Ranjan Saha. The blessing of all the lecture with me. Due to that blessing, I am here with you. Dr. B.K. Bose was the first Indian who was the direct student of Dr. Kent. Today, my subject is practical approach of homeopathy. First, you make your mind. You must know the conception without perception is blind, and perception without conception is empty. Again, I repeat this. Conception without perception is blind, and perception without conception is empty. Vivekananda told that you never try to go behind the people to hurt. He is a big personality. He is a big sage. He is a big knowledgeable person. God gave to you 2 eyes, 2 ears, and brain also. So you first discuss and then accept. Never accept anything without discuss. You have read Hering's law of cure. From inwards to outwards, first come, last go. From more important organ to less important organ, from central to periphery. You must practically see in your patient after prescribing of the remedy. This is the right way to think. You that your medicine is going to act in the right direction or the wrong direction. If it follow the guideline, means right direction, and if it's opposite, then you think your medicine going in the wrong direction. Without any investigation, either pathology or instrument, you can say, my medicine is going to work in the right direction. And it's your, you can say, my patient is going to cure. This is the best instrument in the hands of every homeopath to say the right or wrong action of the remedy, especially in the chronic case, not in the acute case. In acute disease, the symptoms are floating on the upper part. So you can easily collect the symptoms. But in the chronic case, the symptoms appear very deep. So collection of the symptoms in the chronic case is too difficult. Within the 3 miasm of the patient, psora, syphilis, and psoriasis, psychotic is very difficult to treat because he not believe on you. He cannot believe on the physician. He always think my matter is not heard by my doctor. He want to tell all his complaint. Some will say and some will suppress the symptoms, not tell all the symptoms to the physician. So if you not get the complete picture of the patient, you cannot come in the conclusion for the right prescription. When there is no right prescription, patient will get not cured. In this process, the psychotic patient always change the doctor and never get well. In homeopathy, experience and observation have more value. In our homeopathic science, but homeopathy is not only the science, this is also the art. So art of prescription should be known to every homeopath. We must have the practical knowledge. We study a medicine and learn the symptoms from that. But when you practically not apply to the patient, then how you can say the written in the book is right or wrong? I have learned from Materia Medica that Calcarea carp should not be given in the full moon. But I have no faith. Is it possible to relation with moon? Once a day, I call by a district judge of Gaya to consult for his wife complaint. The complaint was complete loss of voice. I select the remedy according to Constitution, Calcarea carp. He more discussed with me, means Judge Sahib discussed with me, why not you give such and such remedy? Judge Sahib has got knowledge of Materia Medica, very nice. Then he said, you can give. First day, I gave him Calcarea carp 30, no response get within 2 days. After 2 days, again went to see her. Judge Sahib told to me, no response. What you will do? I say, sir, today I give him her Calcarea carp 200. He told me, you see in my box, is there? I told, yes, sir. There is Calcarea carp 200. I give him 1 dose Calcarea carp 200. I was taking a cup of tea with Judge Sahib. I only drink half cup of tea. Within this period, sudden trembling of the whole body start. I became very nervous to see her. Within 5 minutes, trembling of the body stopped. Here I was wrong, because today was full moon. I gave her Calcarea carp 200. So I practically know that Calcarea carp should not be given in the full moon. This is the practical knowledge come to me by the prescription of Calcarea carp. Sweetness in the honey, sweetness in the mango, and the sweetness in the sugar are not alike. They are distinct. It is only possible to explain to others in the human language. The distinction in sweetness, no anybody can write in the language of the sweetness of the sugar, sweetness of the mango, and the sweetness of the honey. It is only to experienced by each individual through the sense organ of tongue by tasting it direct. The tongue is also not capable of grasping how many varieties and how much of each variety of flower fluids is contact in the honey. Human mind and also the modern microscope test are useless to distinguish the quality and variety of flower fluid content in the honey. When you are going to treat to the patient, you cannot fear to hurt the name of the disease, because which is denoted by the modern science after the full test, pathological, and also by the modern instrument. You treat the patient, not the disease. First of all, you draw a good figure of the patient by collecting the sign and the symptoms of the patient. Case taking is not a clerical work to write the history of the patient. This is the art of homeopathy. You have seen that an artist draw a picture. First of all, draw several lines, and by that lines, he makes a perfect picture of the man and others. An artist draw a picture of man. There was several men standing. The artist told, "This is your picture. See carefully." All of them said, "Very good, nice picture of this man." But in that group, one man said, "This is not the picture of this man." All say, "Why not? This looks like the same man." He said, "No, there is one mole on the upper lip of that person which is not drying here. So this picture is not of this man." This is the minuteness to see the picture. We homeopath also draw the figure of the patient by collecting the sign and the symptoms of the patient. So case taking is complete art. We should be good artists in homeopathy. After collecting the symptoms, our duty is select the remedy for the patient. We should be the master of materia medica, master of organon, and master of practice of medicine. First of all, I am saying you about materia medica. If you have better knowledge of materia medica, you can easily select your remedy for the patient. Materia medica is the Supreme Court which discusses the perfect selection of the remedy for the particular patient. When you are taking the history of patient, a perfect picture of remedy is drawing in the mind of the physician. Then you can easily prescribe it. Here I am telling about two cases. Number one, a breast tumor case. After taking the complete symptoms of the patient, complete symptoms means desire, aversion, sleep and dream, chilly and hot, past history of the patient, family history of the patient, and the mental symptoms of the patient. So after taking the complete symptoms of the patient, I come in conclusion of the remedy. But last question was not clear to the patient. Then I asked direct to her that you see the dream as I am flying in the sky and fall down on the earth. She told me that I see the dream, but how you can say? I say her, for the selection of the remedy, I am asking with you. She told, I have seen this dream several times. My prescription complete, and I prescribe a dose of Thuja 1M, 1 dose for 1 month with placebo. Then treatment continue for the 6 months, and then she get complete cure. Second case I am going to describe with you. The old age man, about 40 years, the history was he is suffering from the insomnia from 4 years back. I have taken full history. During the past history, I get asked from him, you have get any injury in your life? That time was the winter season. He fully covered the whole body with the shawl. He told, no any injury. The person come with him, told him, why not you say about the cut of your hand? I see one hand was half cut off. Last question was for the confirmation. I asked him, you have any throat complaint? Tell no. Then I asked, you are suffering from the hoarseness at times? Told yes, several times I suffer from the hoarseness. My confirmed selection come to the causticum. I prescribe him causticum, and this patient continue the treatment for the 6 months, and patient get cured. You have better knowledge of organon also. This organon guide to you how to use your medicine. Your medicine is going to work in the good direction or the bad direction. When you repeat your medicine, also guided by the organon, we must follow the rules and regulation. Cannot cure the patient without rules. You must know miasm by organon. If you want to cure the patient, you must think which miasm the patient is suffering from. Without anti-miasmatic treatment, you cannot cure a single case in your life. You can give relief, you can palliate, but you cannot cure them. According to Dr. S.P. Day of Calcutta, he was the very renowned physician of Calcutta, Dr. S.P. Day. He writes in book, homeopathic treatment without following the rule and regulation is just like the appreciation of shape of an elephant by touching the portion by the blind man. Kant also say, without law means a boat without the rudder. Then the third subject is practically you should know, that is practice of medicine. You must have better knowledge, your practice of medicine with clinical diagnosis. You think why the converted homeopath become the good prescriber in homeopathy than the qualified physician of today? First of all, they have faith in homeopathy, but today coming homeopaths are not believe in homeopathy. Second, they have better knowledge of practice of medicine, but today we are not care about this subject. If you are taking the history, you get general symptoms, particular symptoms, and the common symptoms. The common symptoms not help diagnosis of the remedy, only help the diagnosis of the disease. So common symptoms evaluate by the practice of medicine. You can say management about the patient. The more important thing is prognosis. Every patient asks from the doctor about the prognosis. If you have no knowledge, you cannot say about the prognosis to the patient. One case history is also described here. 32 years back, I have seen a case of tongue cancer. On the tongue, there was a big tumor. The blood and the pus discharge from the child was only drink liquid things. A homeopath sent this case to me. I have seen, I became so unhappy that it may be chance of cure. There was no any other way for him. I take up the case. After complete the case history, I asked him the past history of the patient, like any bite of animal, any grievous injury, any smallpox, any sickness. Before that, again I asked that you have burn history with you? Then he said, sir, my one leg is complete burn 6 years back. I see there may be bad effect of burn, and I prescribe causticum 200, 1 dose for 1 month with placebo. Next month, medicine have no any action. 3rd month will pass, 4th month will pass. I only change the potency of the causticum 1 mg. After 6 months, when I prescribe the causticum 50 mg 1 dose, then some changes occurs in the patient. The treatment was continued about the 4 years to then complete cure. At this time, he is a truck driver and living with the healthy life. I became very happy to cure him. I always remember the soul of Dr. Henneman to give me better knowledge to treat the patient and get cure to them. Dear homeopath, suppose you go to see a patient. He is suffering from the pneumonia. According to the practice of medicine, you must have the knowledge of inspection, palpation, percussion, and auscultation. This is the 4 point in the clinical of the practice of medicine. And every homeopath must be learned, must be try to learn how to inspect the case, how to palpate the case, how percussion take place, and how you take the auscultation. During the inspiration, if you have seen the wrinkle on the forehead of the patient, if a patient is suffering from the severe pneumonia, and in the inspection you only see the patient, and if there is wrinkle on the forehead, without thinking any remedy, you prescribe only one remedy, that is lycopodium. No other remedy have these symptoms in the all materia medica. You can see also Kent-Repertory, go to the face and forehead, then wrinkle on the forehead is the big capital letter, single remedy, no other remedy, right in the Kent-Repertory. And also go in the several materia medica, you can see these symptoms, wrinkle and forehead, prescribed lycopodium. Then you come to the auscultation of the patient. You have a stethoscope, but you have not known the heart sound, the chest sound. In the pneumonia, there is rales, bronchi, and the crepitation. These three types of sound you can get in the case of pneumonia. First rales, then bronchi, then crepitation. Rales means if there is loose cough, then you get the rales sound. Bronchi, if there is dry cough, you get bronchi, like the whistling type of sound, that is called bronchi. And in crepitation, if there is semi-loose or the semi-solid, you can have the crepitation just like the one paper is rubbing on the other paper. This sound is appear like the crepitation. So you should be must expert in the clinical diagnosis also. Two patients come to you with the suffering from the asthma. Suppose two cases come to you and both are suffering from the asthma. One is suffering from the cardiac asthma and other is suffering from the bronchial asthma. Can you say to see the patient without touch to him who is cardiac and who is bronchial asthma patient? Yes, you can say. You see the sitting posture of the patient. This is the observation of the physician. The cardiac asthma patient always sit on the chair, sitting in the straight posture. No bend here and there. You can say this is the cardiac asthma patient. If the patient is sitting on the chair, bending forward, then you can say the patient is suffering from the bronchial asthma. So you can easily diagnose the patient by your good knowledge of the practice of medicine. And then you can say the patient is suffering from such and such. This unique I have learned in the college by my eminent physician of Calcutta, Dr. S.R. Saha. Very good knowledge have the practice of medicine. Even the allopathic doctor want to know from the Dr. Saha in the practice of medicine. But Dr. Saha was a good physician of Calcutta and better knowledge have the practice of medicine. I learned from him because I was the student of Dr. Saha. Physician must be know the language of the different state. Every physician, either you are homeopath, allopath, Ayurveda, any science, you must have the knowledge of the different states also. This will help you to collect the symptoms of the patient. When I was practicing at Calcutta and the Armenian state, a Gujarati girl of class 6 come with her mother. The complaint was she passing a stool in the class, but note feels that after the smelling of the stool, she know that a stool passed away. Due to that, she left the school. From beginning till my consult, she was taking allopathic medicine, but not get relief. When she come my clinic, I take the full history of the patient. I ask, what you like to eat?
It's not hearing.
Dr. Kalyan Sarup, you are muted. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. You are muted.
Hello?
Unmute yourself.
Okay, okay.
Now,
Hello?
okay. Now,
Yes, now it is audible.
She told me, I like sweet. After the complete picture of the case, I prescribed her lycopodium 202 dose with Phytum. After 15 days, she come back. Then I prescribed Phytum only. Her mother told to me, sir, no effect of your medicine. Please give me good medicine to her. That day, I revised the case history of the patient. I asked her, what test you like more and more? She told, sweet as before. Again, I asked to her, milk made sweet? Or she told, what you think about the sweet? In Gujarati, we told sweet to the salt.
Oh, okay.
Then I prescribed Natramur to her. Within 15 days, she get more relief. And after few months, she became complete okay. One also a case I am going to describe here, a patient named Jyoti Bhora. That time I practiced at Calcutta also. She was suffering from a big warts on the dorsum of the hand. Homeopathic have also the miracles one. At time were done, the medicine is the miracle form. So this my case is very miracle. After collecting the symptoms, she come near and I give him the nitric acid 204 dose. Within 15 days, but she come to me next stage. I think the patient is, why come to me? Because I call her after the 15 days, he come to take. I think the nitric acid is a very deep acting medicine. It must be do some problem to her. She saw me, her hand. There was no warts in the hand. There is no scarp in anywhere. And thanks to Hahnemann, this is the miracles of the homeopathic science. When potency is accurate, medicine is correct, your patient is sensitive, then you get very miracle in the case. Lastly, I am saying to you that you must become a practical man, practical homeopath. You read in the theory, but you try to that in the practical field. We homeopath daily research of the every medicine. When I study in the book, and apply to the patient, this is also a kind of research. Last, I am discuss with you a very interesting case of the fever. The child was suffering from the fever since 6 months. He was taking allopathic medicine, homeopathic medicine. During my treatment, I give him some medicine according to the symptoms. But the main symptoms with the patient was during the high fever, he always demand for the pineapple. Nobody can give him because pineapple is the shower thing or maybe the harm to the patient. So no apply to the patient by any physician. During my treatment, I say, give him pineapple to eat. I will say, after eating the pineapple, fever not come again. I read in the book that desire of any particular AIDS in the acute disease, you give him and get good result. But during the chronic disease, this desire is harmful for the patient. Kindly, this is my request to all homeopaths. Please, you must try to become a practical homeopath. Then discuss on the platform. Observation during the case taking is more remarkable. A patient was suffering from the sciatica since 10 years back, treated by several homeopaths and allopath. During my case history, I observed that his hand keeps on the penis. Others say to him, then hand skip other side. According to the totality of the symptoms, I give to him Colosin 200, Thuja 1M, but not get any response. Next, I gave him Thuja 10M, no response come. This was the 6 months passed away. My treatment, he told, sir, I am, unless I have come here to know your name, so I will come from here without the complete cure. In the corner of my case report, I have write down that symptoms. The patient keeps his hand on the penis. That day I say to him, this is my last medicine. If you get relief, then you come back. After 1 month, he come back to me and say, sir, I get 50% relief by the medicine. I became very happy. The medicine which I prescribed to him, that was the Biforana 202 dose for a month. So, we homeopaths must be careful for every subject, allied subject, homeopathic organon, homeopathic material medica, practice of medicine, with the allied subject, must have the practical knowledge. If you have no practical knowledge, you have no get success in your life. Any man give me a very good path. You have gone from the organon, April 26, where is written that nature's law of cure. How disease cure takes place? This is you can read in the 1226 organon. Here is written that a weaker dynamic affection is permanently extinguished by the stronger one. In the living organism, similar in the manifestation but different in kind. We homeopath not going to deal or describe this 26th paragraph. We are using the different type of medicine, going to away from the principle, going without principle, treating the patient without principle. So the homeopathy is going in the harm position, and due to that, the other pathy blame to me. The homeopathy is not a success pathy. Homeopathy is placebo. How we come, how his minds come and say homeopathy is placebo? Because we are not unite in the one principle. If we all homeopaths unite in the one principle, that is the Hahnemann principle, similia similibus currenter, then nobody can say, nobody can dare to say that homeopathy is placebo. Homeopathy is a very good science, very knowledgeable science. This is a very, very, very good science. Thanks to all. Thanks my all doctors. We are complete effective. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. It was a very nice presentation from your voice, very strong voice, and your practice and experiences showed in your presentation with a strong, principled way of talking and way of always emphasizing the power of homeopathy in your words. That is great, sir. You are a wonderful and professor, really means professor. Thank you, sir. Now there are so many people are waiting for you to ask. Now I invite
Yes, sir.
Dr.
Okay, sir.
Hariharan sir to
Yes, sir.
ask.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Pardon?
sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. Answer. Okay, sir.
Okay.
You can ask me.
Okay, sir. Very informative class. Thank you very much. I am appreciating.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
See,
Thank you, sir.
I like to ask one question. Do
Yes, sir.
you restrict any food materials while you are giving homeopathic medicine? Restrictions of food items.
Restriction of food items.
Food items. See,
Food
usually we say pathyam. See, certain things you don't take, certain things you do not take. As food.
No, sir. No. In homeopathic practice, I have seen the case from the 45 years back. I start my practice since 78. Up till now, I am doing the classical practice. Within the classical practice, when I do give the medicine to the patient, I never say what thing is restriction in the diet for the patient. I only restrict to those things which may be antidote to the medicine. No other thing restriction in my medicine. Suppose you are giving the thuja, and that time you can say you cannot eat the raw onion. You can eat onion in the vegetable. They will not get harm. But you cannot get the raw onion. This will be harmful for you. So this is few place where you can advise to the patient for the diet and restriction during the giving the medicine.
Okay, doctor. Thank you, doctor.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Very nice class. Okay.
Anybody?
Congratulations.
Please raise your hands if you want to ask or clear any doubts. Please raise your hands and you can ask. We shall unmute you.
See, can I ask another question?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, doctor, what is your opinion regarding LM potencies?
What, sir?
LM potencies, that 15
LM,
millis per
sir. During my life period of the practice, I never prescribed the LM potency.
Okay.
Second thing I am saying to you, sir, few company, they are manufacturing the LM potency. When I was practicing as Calcutta, at that time only the national pharmacy product the LM potency. At this time, the national is also is not the fine product. Only the Sedde company and Honeyman's company. Honeyman, that products only the LM potency. So very difficult to get the pure medicine from the LM potency. You can get easily the centesimal potency and decimal potency. This is difficult. This is more difficult for us to get all the proper medicine, all the medicine in the 50 millisimal potency. So I don't like, I never prescribe the LM potency, sir. Up till now, I have not given to any patient, only prescribed in the centesimal potency, no other potency, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because that is a important thing. What he said is an important thing. Because we are using very minute doses of the drug content. If the drug content is not
Sir,
the proper
sir.
one,
Sir, one thing,
the
sir, one
medicine
thing.
will be
The minuteness of the dose, sir. Sir, minuteness of, you read the book written by Dr. Dorothy Shepherd, More Magic of Minimum Dose. In book, More Magic of Minimum book written by Dr. Dorothy Shepherd. She write, you take a 10 number globules and divide into the 10 equal parts. You give one part to the patient. If you have no belief, leave homeopathy. One part of the 10 number globules is sufficient for the minimum dose to the patient. Sir, few minutes is okay. One patient was my student. She come to me. I give her medicine. She told me, sir, you give in the dose of medicine. Some dose have the 20 globules, some dose have the 15 globules, some have the 10 globules. So, sir, different your dose is prepared, sir. I say her, sir, you take single globules from the dose, one dose, and you only take single globules and all destroy to all the medicine. If you believe on me, if you believe in the homeopathy, you believe in homeopathy, this your single globus will act to you and you get relief, get cure. This is the micro-intestine of the homeopathy.
Now, what you said is very, very correct. We are also doing that. Single globule. Yeah, sometimes in half a liter of in water, we will put one globule.
Yes, sir. You can also give in the water, sir. You can also give in the water. If you have possible, you keep distilled water in your chamber. You keep bottle in your chamber. Then you can give to the patient. If you have no distilled water, no bottle, then this is quite impossible to give in the 50 millisiemen of potency and the distilled water. So I always give to the patient in the dose form.
Sir, here giving, see, in one liter of bottle, sometimes they are going to the office. Say, I will put that pills, 1 or 2 pills of 50 millismell, that poppy seed. I put, and then I will say, you drink it as usual. What you
Yes,
are,
sir.
as
No,
usual.
you can give, sir, no doubt. This is also a right way. This is
Right
also
way.
a right way. I am outside from that. You can also a right path.
Okay, good, sir, very good, sir. Very good. Congratulations. Okay.
sir, you can Ram Pravesh sir. You can also ask us.
Thank you, sir, everyone. Very nice, dynamic presentation, Dr. Professor Kalyan Swarup ji. treatment, similia similibus purenture, and nature of homeopathy. Very nice. I am very happy. I have very nice lectures and presentation. Thank you.
Since 40 years, I know Dr. P.K. Bhattacharya, Durgapur. Since 40 years, I said, when I was living in the Durgapur, I met with him all the times. Dr. P.K. Bhattacharya, he is very nice person and always come in my home to see my doctor when I was practicing in Calcutta. Thanks to Dr. Bhattacharya, P.K. Bhattacharya sir, for get relief to my doctor in the. Thanks.
Dr. Bhattacharya, you want to say something? Dr. Bhattacharya, unmute yourself. You want to say something?
Okay.
Okay.
Prasad Kumar sir,
Thank you.
you unmute sir. Unmute. Unmute. Sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Shahrukh. You are very much well known to me. But just one point I would like to add in this lecture.
Thank you.
That is, dry globules, it was up to 4th edition of Organon. After 4th edition of Organon, Hahnemann encouraged for medicine in solution. In 5th edition, you will get, in many places, Hahnemann was encouraging to use medicines in solution. And finally, he totally departed from this, invented, not departed, he added the new scale of dynamization, that is 50 millisiemens scale of medicine. So in my opinion, in my experience, I have found homeopathic medicines are more effective in solution than in dry form.
Very correct. Very, very correct.
Okay.
Good.
But what I have done in my practice life, I say to all things.
Pardon?
What I have done in my practice life, I say to you.
Yeah. I usually practice all the medicines in solution, whether it is centesimal, whether it is 50 millisiemens. Centesimal, always dosage are very few, 1 or 2 or maximum 3. In case of 50 millisiemens, dosage are multiple. This is the only difference.
You are more nearer to the Calcutta, so you get very easily. But I am more distance from the Calcutta, so I will not get easily.
Might be. Thank you, Dr. Shahrukh.
This is the problem with me, sir.
Yeah.
So now the time is running out. So let us go to our Malayalam session, our local language.
Good night to every person.
Thank you.
Now we have to conclude. Dr. Madhusudan sir, please unmute yourself and say a word of thanks to Dr. Kalyan Swarup. Please, sir. Madhusudan sir.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
You can say a word of thanks to Dr. Kalyan.
I myself. Okay. Hello, Dr. Kalyan Saab. It's a very good presentation. Because you and your profession is very, very strong. Except your potency, it is very low. And in Malayalam, we talk as Manasandaram. You are immersed as 0-1 potencies. One globule is merged in one water. You also merged in system.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You keep up.
Thank you, sir. After a good presentation, now I invite Dr. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you very much for engaging strongly with our meeting. So I thank all Kalyan sir and all participated in our discussions part. Thank you all. Now I invite Dr. Shaila for the next session, Malayalam Our League